Yeah, we're on. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the beautiful Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. Brought to you this weekend by Boost Mobile, Money is Power, by AutoZone, Get in the Zone, and the new feature film, Big George Foreman, exclusively in theaters on April 28th. Tickets on sale now. Now, it all goes down Saturday, April 1st, right here in Tulsa. There is no fooling around, even though it's April Fool's Day. We have a stacked card. Huge lightweight prospect Abdullah Mason, light heavyweight Dante Benjamin Jr., the junior welterweights Tiger Johnson, Rohan Bolano, and then joining me on stage, the heavyweights Fabio Maldonado taking on Jeremiah Milton, Nika Shekniasvili taking on Jahai Tucker, Jose Enrique Vivas, Joet Gonzalez, leading up to our main event for the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World, Robeisy Ramirez, Isaac Dogboe.
Yeah.
First of all, gentlemen, thank you all for taking time today, joining me on stage. There's a lot of you, and I want to thank everybody tuning in. Let's just get down to it. We're going to start over here. Heavyweight, Jeremiah, how are you, brother?
Yo, I'm good, man. It's good to be back home, back in my city, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, you know. So we back in the building, April 1st, ain't no food.
This is the second time I've been able to sit with you here in your hometown. How special is it? I know you recently moved to Vegas. You're training full-time up in Las Vegas. But how is it coming home?
You know, it's been like 8 months or something, so, you know, since I've been back home. Just been in training camps, you know, getting my fights in. Now I'm 8-0, you know, making my way up this ladder. Still pushing for my dream every day. So, yeah, it's a special time. I'm gonna have my people out here supporting me, get back to my family.
Family's key. I read an interview recently. Did you talk extensively about your mother and your relationship with your mom? How has she pushed you and supported you in ways that maybe other mothers haven't? Because the article that I read was really, really touching, moving, and I know how special she is to you. And now to be here in Tulsa on this card, talk about her for a little bit, because I wrote down here, the relationship pushed you in ways you never thought possible.
Nah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always be talking about my mom first. You know, my mama's boy, for sure. Like, the thing about her is, like, she always call and check on me and make sure that I'm staying focused and doing what I need to be doing. So, you know, we owe a lot to our parents.
You targeted 8-0, 6 knockouts. Do you have the patience for this game? Because there's a lot of folks in the game that talk about, I want it now, I need it now, I want it now. That heavyweight division is all over the place currently. Do you have the patience?
Yeah, I think patience is key. You know, you got a lot of cats, you know what I'm saying, doing different things with their career. And so I think, you know, you just got to focus on yourself. You know, I stay around all the top opportunities, get the top sparring. You know, I stay around people that's hungry, like-minded. And yeah, like, you know, don't burn out. You know what I'm saying? If you need a chance to step back from something, readjust, just don't allow yourself to burn out.
Mike Leonardi, Bones Adams, they're in your corner, two of the best in the game. Talk about that. What have they meant to you on this journey?
No, you know, I've had a chance to meet a lot of different coaches while I've been out in Vegas and whatnot. And Bones, he was with me for a minute. Now I'm working with another coach, Eric, over at Split T. My management is still the same, Mike Leonardi. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to the game plan, sticking to, you know, what they've been trying to show me and where they're trying to bring me to.
Every time I sit with a fighter who's fighting in their hometown, is it tough to put the phone away for a little while with all the distractions, people blowing you up for tickets, or are you ready to bring it and put on a show Saturday night?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for everything, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I already got the chance to, you know, speak to a couple people, pull up on somebody that I really like, my little brother. He's like a little brother to me. But yeah, it's a party, man, when I step into Tulsa, and, you know, it wouldn't be a party without me.
Listen, thank you for spending time. Best of luck Saturday night. Always a pleasure seeing you in the ring. I'm going to take a look to my right, to your left, Emiliano Fernando Vargas. Your birthday is just a couple weeks away. 3-0 on your young professional career so far, but no stranger to the ring. What have you enjoyed the most in your short pro career so far?
I mean, honestly, just having the opportunity to step in there and showcase my skills. I know ESPN is an amazing platform, and I'm blessed to do it with Top Rank and, you know, show the whole world that the legacy does continue, and I'm writing my story in the meantime.
100%. Your last fight went the distance. and you got rounds, as they say. What did you learn about that fight for yourself, and just sort of as a pro boxer now? You got the rounds that everybody talks about.
No, right. There's certain things that people don't know, and behind the scenes, opponent changes, this and that. But we're ready for anything. I truly believe a champion can adapt to anything, and I have great management, and sometimes it's just about jumping in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I'm going to be fighting back to back to back, and I want to dedicate this fight especially to the victims and the families of this shooting in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, and my prayers and my condolences to their family, and I hope this sheds some light on that as well. So
that's huge. Thank you for that. You just said it earlier, and I had it written down, forging your own path, forging your own legacy. I think that's part of everybody's journey on this stage. How do you do that?
Oh, well, every time I step in the ring, I gotta be the best that I can be. I know definitely they're gonna compare me to my father every single time, and but I can only control what I can control. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna step in the ring, I'm gonna give 140%, and people don't realize until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? And that's with anything. So my job is to make them realize.
Do you feel a shadow over you or extra pressure when you mention names like your father, Fernando Vargas, and Julio Cesar Chavez? You talk about them all the time.
Right. No, I mean, look, it's become so normal that I know it's there, right? But at the same time, I can only control what I can control, and I'm gonna keep on putting on performances. I know, my management has been lined up for a lot of fights this year, so I'm excited to keep on going in there and going to work, man. At the end of the day, look, they're gonna realize, 6 fights down the road, 7 fights down the road, when I'm 10-0, when I'm 15-0, you're gonna have to give props where props are due. You know what I'm saying? So until then, I'm gonna keep on working, I'm gonna keep on showing up, and we get a couple of days off, from training, and we're right back on it. So I'm excited, I'm ready, and another performance coming Saturday, April 1st.
You know it, brother. Thank you for being here. You're a huge part of this card on Saturday. Fireworks for sure. Jeremiah, Milano, thank you. We're going to come in one to Jahai Tucker. Jahai, you called out Xander, and we got Nico over here. Talk about that.
How you doing, Nico? I see they sent you on a mission, and they called out Xander. I feel as if I'm the best. I don't even want to say prospect anymore. I've been in this game for about 3 years now. You feel me? I'm seasoned now, bro. And I'm taking my steps to be the best fighter in the world. Slowly but surely, we're gonna keep climbing. Nico, you gotta be on that journey. You gotta take this L for me, and hopefully, man, to come out of hiding one of these days.
Nika, talk about the sort of the back and forth that happened and your path to getting to where you are sitting on this stool with us today.
Nika საუბრე იმაზე, თუ რა მოხდა, თუ გამოიწვია ზანდერი და შენ დღეს აქ ხარ და როგორ მოხდა, რომ დღეს აქ ხარ.
Okay, ზანდერი is ჩემი მეგობარია და ასევე ჩემი საფრთხე პარტნიორი და
Zander is my friend, very good friend and a sparring partner.
როდესაც გავიგე რომ მასთან სულ დავბრძოლა, საჭირო ჩავთვალე, რომ ესე გამიგეთებია.
And when I hear that Jahai called him out, I just decided that this was the best thing to do.
You're fighting a top prospect in Jahai, one of our top prospects at Top Rank. Is there something in his game that you see as a weakness that you plan to exploit Saturday night?
ჩვენ საუკეთესო მებრძოლთან გაგბრძოლა, რამეს თუ ხედავ მასში ისეც რომ შეგიძლია სისუსტეს რაც შეგიძლია გითხრა.
მე რა თქმა უნდა ყველა მებრძოლს პატივს, მაგრამ მე ვიქნებ ჯოჰაი დოკენ ინანეხა ყველაფერს.
I respect every fighter, and of course Jahai is a very good fighter, but I'm not going to give him a chance.
Jahai, I'm going to come back to you. Saturday night in the ring, does it matter who you face?
I couldn't be fighting anybody, my goal is to seek and destroy. You feel me? Whether that means I go in there, stop being around, or I go in there in an 8-round decision, seek and destroy. And that's also on my Saturday.
Jose Luis Sanchez was your last fight. It was a tough opponent, unanimous decision. What did you take away from that fight, going the distance and putting on that type of performance?
You know, guys, speaking of that fight, I had just came off of a hand surgery, and had diarrhea about 10 minutes before the fight. I was in the bathroom, and they said, "Yo, you gotta go," and I was like, "Fuck, man." And I just got up and I just said, "Yo, I gotta go in there and win this shit, man." It was supposed to be a tough opponent. I went in there, stepped on him, and Saturday I plan on doing the same thing. You feel me? 2023 takeover.
People put a lot on the weight class, making weight. Any issues this weekend? Because we hear you talk about different classes moving up and taking on anybody at any level. What happens this weekend, tomorrow when we get on the scale?
Oh, you guys see, you guys will finally get to see me at full percent, you know. I was having trouble making weight for probably about the last 3-4 years as I've been getting older, as I've been getting much more mature and stuff, you know. My body's been growing and things of that nature. This time you guys gonna see a much more just different. All I can say is it's gonna be different, and y'all don't wanna miss it.
Nico, I want to come back over to you. I love the rope, by the way, John. It's nuts. Appreciate it. Are you being overlooked? Is your skill set and power being overlooked in this fight?
შენ როგორ ფიქრობ, ანუ ზედმეტად ნაკლებად ხომ არ გაფასებენ ამ ბრძოლაში? იმიტომ რომ იმათ თქვა რომ აკვარო გავანადგურებინეთ.
მე რას ფიქრობ და ყოველთვის ნაკლებ ლაპარაკობ და ბევრს ვაკეთებ და შაბათ საღამოს გაჩვენე რომ ჩემი you my dinner.
I strongly believe in show don't tell, so I'm going to show everyone on Saturday.
ყველას გაჩვენე.
How honored are you to walk into the ring every fight and represent your home country of Georgia?
რამდენად დიდი რაღაცას წარმოადგენს შენთვის ყოველ ბრძოლაზე მისვლა და შენი საქართველოს წარდგენა, შენი ქვეყნის წარდგენა თითო ბრძოლაზე.
ეს შეფერდები ამ ბევრს ნიშნავს, როდესაც შემსახურებული საქმეს ვაკეთებ, გავწევ ინგლისურად და
It's a great honor, and that I do my passion and represent my country at the same time.
Thank you for being here. Thank you very much, Jahai. Thank you as well. Again, as we make our way closer to the gentleman sitting on either side of me, Saturday night is going to be lights out fireworks. Next up, Joet Gonzalez, Jose, and Enrique Vivas. Joet, your last fight was against Isaac, who's sitting to my left. It was a very close battle, and here we are all together again. Was it tough to put that one behind you and get back to work?
Oh, no, not at all. You know, I'm always in the gym working really hard. Unfortunately, I didn't get the win that night. Judges reviewed Isaac got it, and now he's in his position and I'm in my position.
A lot of people are talking about this battle, this fight between you and Vivas. What do you expect from him Saturday night that maybe you haven't seen before?
Just another tough fight. Just another tough fight. I think people know the type of fighter I am. I'm here to fight the top caliber fighters, tough fights, the elite fighters, and that's the fights I take on.
Yeah, and I guess the same can be said for you. You don't shy away from anybody. You just came off a tough split decision victory over in Valencia. You don't shy away from anyone. What do you expect from Joet Saturday night?
No le temes a ningún oponente, viene de una pelea dura. ¿Qué esperas de Joet el sábado?
Sí, pues yo no tengo miedo a nadie. Sé que él tiene sangre mexicana como yo y con los dos mexicanos están arriba del ring es garantía. Así que va a ser una guerra en la que voy a ganar, pero va a ser un gran show.
Like you mentioned, I don't fear anyone. I know he has Mexican blood in him, and when two Mexicans are in the ring, the show is guaranteed. So it's going to be a great fight.
100%. You like to find a rhythm in your fights. We see it time in and time out. Does he present any challenges in his style that may prevent you from finding that rhythm early on?
¿Tus peleas te gusta encontrar el ritmo? ¿Presenta algo Joet en su estilo que te evite entrar en ese ritmo de pelea?
Los estilos que tenemos ambos se van a acoplar, así que va a ser una guerra de cabina telefónica, pero vamos a ver todo y vamos a ver.
Styles makes fights, and you know his styles and mine are pretty good to make a phone booth fight. So we're gonna put on a great show.
Joet, you said my career is on the line Saturday. Explain that.
Yeah, you know, like I said, I got 3 losses now. I feel like I don't feel as I'm getting older, but I'm 29. and I need this victory. I need this victory because I still got a lot to prove. I still feel young. I'm still hungry, and I'm working really hard for that win.
Jose, one last question for you. This is your fifth fight now training with Manny Robles. How has he helped you in your progression?
Esta es tu quinta pelea con Manny Robles, ¿cómo te ha ayudado a progresar en tu carrera?
Muchísimo. Para este campamento estuve en México 6 semanas y 4 semanas aquí con Manny Robles y Edgar Caso, la estrellita. Me siento muy mejorado, mucho mejor que nunca. Ya son varios años que estoy aquí con Estrellita y Manny, así que me siento de lo mejor.
He has helped me a lot. For this camp, I did 6 weeks in Mexico and 4 in LA with Manny. I have been with them and with Manny and Estrellita for a couple of times, and the style has been great.
I guess this is for Jose and Joette. It goes without saying. Do you guys want to face the winner of these guys?
I think it's very clear that I'll fight whoever, whenever. I'm gonna shy away from any fight. Like I said, I'm here to fight the elite fighters, the top fighters, and I'm here to face the best.
José, ¿te gustaría enfrentar al ganador de Robeisy y Dogboe? Of course.
You didn't even need to bring the microphone to his mouth. Thank you, gentlemen. And with that, let's get to our main event. It is the WBO Featherweight Championship of the world. Robeisy Ramirez, Isaac Dogboe. Robeisy, I'm going to start with you. After 12 pro fights, an extensive amateur career, what does having this title shot mean to you?
Robeisy, después de 12 peleas como profesional y una extensa carrera como aficionado, ¿qué significa para ti tener esta oportunidad libre?
Realmente creo que significa todo para cualquier luchador profesional, llegar y poder pelear por un título mundial. Estamos ready, desde que llegué lo he dicho, vine a pelear con los mejores y ya estamos aquí, en el momento y el lugar.
It means everything to me, and I know it means everything to any fighter in this position to fight for the world title. The time has come, it's a perfect place and setting for it, and I'm ready.
When you say you're ready, what does that mean? What has camp been like? And has the focus mindset been any different? Because I've had the privilege of working all of your professional fights. I've watched every single one ringside. Is there anything that you've done differently to prepare yourself for this title shot?
Cuando dices que estás listo, ¿qué implica eso? ¿Qué significa eso? Él ha tenido el placer de estar en todas tus peleas. ¿Has hecho algo distinto en este campamento en particular para llevarte hasta el campamento?
Cuando digo que estoy listo, creo que lo digo porque pasé por el proceso. Todo lleva un proceso y la vida te enseña que si no pasas por ese proceso puede pasar cosas y por lo tanto me ha llegado la oportunidad en el momento indicado de mi vida que estoy ready en todos los sentidos y realmente sí, este campamento ha sido totalmente diferente. Hemos hecho cosas grandes con Larry y entonces por lo tanto nada, estamos ready y listos para esta pelea y las que se vienen.
When I say I'm ready, it goes beyond the physical aspect of it. It's part of the process. I've lived through the process of seeing and making changes and getting to the place where I need to be. And if you don't adapt to that process, then you're not going to be as successful. In terms of camp, yes, we have had a very different camp. We've done some creative and great things with Larry, my strength and conditioning coach, and I'm just going to show I'm ready.
Isaac, I want to come over to you. Welcome. Your smile's contagious. It's always a pleasure to sit with you. Here we are again, another title shot.
Yep.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I mean, first and foremost, I thank the Lord for this another great opportunity to say third time the champ. I mean, and the first time was great. The second time and the third time wasn't, all that, but this trip, I feel great about it.
Here we go again. Your last fight against Joette, split decision victory. A lot of people, and it was we saw it on the cards, it came down to that 10th round. Barry in your corner pleaded with you, said, hey, go out there and give me 3 minutes. And it seems as though that 10th round made the difference, and here we are. How has Barry changed your game?
I mean, before I answer that question, I would love to say that, Joette Gonzalez is a great fighter. He gave me a really tough fight on the night. But I thank God that I came up on top. The last round really made a difference. I had to really really dig deep. I mean, it was tough. What can you expect at this level? Everyone is tough, so it's just one of those things. Coming to my coaches, it really played a huge part. I mean, in my transition from switching camps and everything else. So I'm very, very grateful to them. I mean, it's always having to move on to the next level. So in this fight, it's just one of those. It's another challenge ahead of us.
It's a title shot. Did you think this would happen? Honestly, did you
I
think another title shot would be in the cards for you?
You know, I'm always hopeful. You know, I'm the type of guy that unless I say to myself that I don't want it, you know. So because regardless of whoever it is, if I say that I'm gonna do something, I'm always gonna show up, and I'm always gonna show up. And I thank God that He's giving me that mental fortitude that you know, despite everything that transpired in my boxing career, in my personal life, everything, you know, I still stood on my ground. I still, you know, stood on my, you know, like stayed headstrong, and I'm here.
We love that you're here. Saturday night's going to be unreal. I keep saying it. I want to come back to Robeisy. We talked about Barry Hunter. I want to talk about Ismael Salas and how he has helped you and prepared you for this moment.
Él habló de Barry Hunter, su entrenador. Hablamos un poco de tu entrenador Ismael Salas y cómo él te ha ayudado para llegar a este momento.
Mira, para nadie es un secreto que Sala es un estratega y un maestro excelente. Tiene demasiados campeones, tiene demasiados años trabajando en lo que le gusta hacer. Cuando él no hace esto se siente mal. Sala me ha dado la confianza, Sala me ha dado el conocimiento, me ha dado la destreza de sacar las mejores cosas mías arriba del ring. Por lo tanto, creo que ese junte que logramos hacer gracias a Uba que me acercó ha sido lo mejor que me ha pasado en mi carrera.
It's not a secret that Salas is a professor, master strategist, so obviously his influence is undeniable. He has contributed incredibly to my development, bring out the best out of me. So I'm really thankful to him and to your Danny Skugas, who was actually the person that linked us so that we could come to this point together. And when Salas is not doing what he loves, when he's not making world champions, he has many of them, he doesn't feel like himself, and he feels like himself now in this opportunity as well.
Isaac, every time you walk into the ring, you carry a country on your back, Ghana. How proud are you to represent your homeland?
I'm very proud, you know, and I don't just carry one country, I carry two countries behind my back, and that's Ghana and the United Kingdom, you know, so I always say this because that's where boxing started for me, and it's such a great moment to be able to, you know, step foot in Ghana, and everybody sees that, you know, they see what I'm doing, and it's always about, you know, inspiring the next generation. When the young people see you, you know, they say they want to be like you, but I tell them like, no, you can't be like me. You can be better than I am, and that's the most important thing. You know, we always aspire to be greater than the people who were before us. Though it's a big shoe to fill, I always encourage them to aim to be better than the people that are before them. So that's the most important thing. And for me, I feel as though I have a second chance, you know, and I have a second chance. So by God's special grace, I know that I know Robeisy is tough. He's a good fighter, but I know that by God's special grace, April 1st, I mean, we're coming out with victory.
Back to Robeisy, same question. Cuba, how special is it when you walk into the ring knowing that you're not only fighting for yourself, you're fighting for an entire country and they have your back?
Lo especial para ti es saber que tienes a Cuba y no solamente estás peleando por ti, sino por Cuba y su gente.
Mira, Cuba está en una situación terrible. Cuba, como sabemos, la dictadura que tiene, pero me alegra pelear y saber que toda la isla está pendiente a mí, a pesar de la escasez de internet, que no pueden ver las peleas casi ni en vivo, pero todos están pendientes y por supuesto todos los cubanos y latinos que que sí en el bolsillo de mi carrera, tanto en Miami como en todos los Estados Unidos, están pendientes a que Cuba tenga un nuevo campeón mundial y por eso estamos aquí, por eso vamos a pelear el sábado.
Cuba is going through a very difficult time. Everybody knows the perils of dictatorship and the hardships of the people. Internet access is limited. Despite that, and despite the fact that most people won't be able to see my fight live, everybody's excited. And if in any way I can bring happiness to the people, that is fundamental and important to me. Not just Cubans in the island, but also Cubans in Miami and Hispanics throughout the states and the world who are paying much attention to my fight and anxious to see come Saturday Stevie become the world champion.
Ramirez, Dogboe, 12 rounds, Saturday night, what happens?
Nada, que Cuba va a tener un campeón mundial, con mucho respeto a Dogboe y a todos los peleadores, pero que haga lo mejor en arriba del ring va a ganar y por supuesto va a ser yo.
Cuba's going to have a new world champion come Saturday, with all due respect to Dogboe and everybody else. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to come, I'm going to crown myself as world champion.
Ramirez, Dogboe, 12 rounds, Saturday night, what happens?
When the Lord permits, I'm taking the title and riding it into the sunshine.
There's no fooling around, even though it's April Fool's Day. Tomorrow they get on the scale. Saturday night, absolutely one of the most stacked cards I've had the privilege of being a part of. We'll see you tomorrow as we get them on the scale. As always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank.
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.